Yeah.
After what's more?
Here
No.
I am at the Independence Square, where in central Accra, my hand is absolutely in soul. Now I feel the weight of this extreme hard work that the people of this nation is carrying out to make some worthwhile living. They're trying to, not making a worthwhile living, there's no way to make a living. It's just that this has been imposed on by some trader on you. They're given all these jeans to you to sell these, and he's making all the money sitting inside the office and telling you to carry this around the street and sell, right? And I'll tell you what, I've been carrying this for more than 20 minutes now. My arm is absolutely paralyzed. And I'm at this Independence Square, massive place here. All the effort and force have been put in place with so much money has been invested in here. Whilst the fisherman's village is not far from here, they actually not even got running water for them, not even portable water to drink properly. The rate of unreasonable disparative distance between haves and the have-nots is very unfair, and we cannot do that. We cannot continue to do that. The only day that we would use the Independence Square is to commemorate the independence for the freedom of this nation and all its citizens. But if I was in the high powers, all I would do is actually be holding the Independence Day in one of the most deprived parts of the city and making realize the people where the resources, the technology, the know-how, the knowledge should be in these places where people are struggling to make a living, make a worthwhile living. We should better the lives of human beings on the entire planet, not just for this country alone, but for the entire world. We have the knowledge, we have the technology to improve and better life for the human beings and the humanity. The resources that we have on this world can be amazing amount of resources that has an infinite amount of energy that we can tap into. We've already got the technology for that. All we are doing is actually making people burn that fuel instead of burning their fat in their bellies. All these people in these big buildings, all they've got is fat energy in themselves stored in walking and driving in these massive cars instead of putting their efforts on the ground and creating. Burn the fat, the human fat, not the fuel. Make it healthy for yourself as well as for the environment. By burning your own fat, you don't cause any diseases for your own health. You only causes diseases in the environment by burning that carbonic, absolutely toxic gases that emits from those cars. Wonderful. I met these lovely two gentlemen here in Accra City. I've been speaking here for almost an hour in this warm condition, and this gentleman has got his own skills and traditions that he wants to promote, but he's not allowed to do that. He's a designer himself, but a creative and a beat designer and a creative artist and a visual artist, and that's exactly what we need. And that's what he does. That's his job. But he's not allowed to do that because he's been denied of that. And hello, gentlemen. Have a good day. Have a good day. And yeah, the gentleman he has to keep that away from his main work that he's having to do. This has been imposed on him. So anything that is imposed on us is a very difficult task for us to complete. And we don't like the jobs that we do because that's his work. Bead work, that's a traditional art. That's the traditional art of this country. It goes to the culture, it goes to the embedded way of life in this world, in this country. And that's what we have got here. But he's not able to promote that simply because he's been in this system where he needs to follow the system to try and make a living, where he needs to make the contributions to the system, not to the well-being of the humanity of this country and for himself and the people who are around him. So this is incredibly sad, and this is what happens around the world. And we need to educate ourselves to try and come away from this struggle and make a way to improve bettering our humanity and the human structure around the world. We need to be together rather than to fragment ourselves and disengage from ourselves. We don't need any religion, we don't need any political parties, we don't need any banks. All we need is science and technology and the know-how. And the human unity, the collectivity, not dismantling ourselves as human beings. We're all one kind, the human kind. There can't be anything else I can express of how we are and who we are. Thank you so much for being with me. Thank you for sharing your talent and contributions that you are going to make. I hope you progress well to do in what you are enjoying doing, which is your skill. Thank you. Thank you very much indeed.